Hey guys, morning, Tony Hunter here. It is Saturday morning, so look what time it is. It's 5:41 a.m. So just wanted to kind of comment on, a lot of, I love hearing comments on what people think. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. What they say is, an opinion is like an asshole. Everybody has one. So basically, I just wanted to say that, I get a lot of comments about, oh, pallet raider. That's true. I see a pallet, I look on it. I'm not banned from many stores. Don't really have many problems at many stores at all. Most people don't care. A lot of times, basically, kind of my thing about hunting is you say. So what I was saying about the timing is, look, I'm out at 5. I'm leaving the house at 5:40 a.m. Got up about 10 minutes ago, did what I need to do, and I'm out the door. If you don't call, no matter what you do, you find it on the pallet, you find it on the pegs, you ask an employee if they have any cars, and they bring it out to you. I mean, this is still out hunting. You put in the effort. There's a lot of comments on my channel. It says, hey, it's you're the reason I'm not finding cars. No, I'm not the reason you're not finding cars. You're the reason you're not finding cars, because you're not out looking for them. People like to sit at home, and hey, I appreciate you watching my channel. Anybody who's going to watch my channel is going to watch my channel. As you can see, I don't spend much time editing at all. I don't, create a lot of content. I go out looking for Hot Wheels for my personal collection, and I happen to film what I see. I spend a lot of time doing this, so, I see a lot of cars. So basically what I was getting at was, people will say, oh, you're not out hunting. I'm like, hey, I'm not out hunting. I don't know what I'm doing, because literally I'm getting up, I'm leaving the house, I'm going to the store, whether I find it on the peg, whether I find it on the pallet. I mean, there's no rules to any of this. You go out looking, you buy it. I was reading this one post yesterday regarding, if you're taking it from the pallet, you're stealing. I'm like, no, it's not stealing at all. You're paying for it. How does that make any sense? So, part of why I leave the comments on, there's a lot of literally dumb comments. One guy sees my Ferrari collection that I actually bought all secondhand, and he's like, oh, leave it for other people. I'm like, I didn't even buy this in the store. I bought it from other people. So, when it comes to this hobby, we create this desire to have what's rare. They call it a chase, they call it a super treasure hunt, a regular one. There's more than enough toys for everybody. Yet we create this want, this need to, oh, I gotta have, oh, it's not fair. I'm like, you know what? You can either buy it at secondary market, you can either find it in a store yourself, or you can either not have it. No one's creating, no one's taking away anything from you. You never had it to begin with. This isn't food or shelter or water that you need. This is Hot Wheels. So that's part of why I love looking at Hot Wheels. You pick and choose what you want. It's something that you don't need to have. If there's something that I need to have and I can't find, I buy it online. That's just the way it is. Someone else has found it. So they've made more than enough for everybody. Yet we go out and we hoard what we are, what we find desirable to others. But we're gonna check out some stores this morning. See, I'm gonna, probably do maybe 2 or 3 stores before I go home. Everybody's still sleeping right now. I'm not missing out on any time. What I've found is time is the most valuable thing. Time is something that you can't take back. You can't buy time. So if you're out wasting time that you don't want to waste, then there's your solution right there. Don't do it. All right, guys. 5:57 a.m. First dilemma. Which side do you go in, grocery store or the home pharmacy side? So, to me, I generally go in the grocery store side, but I saw an employee walking over here, so I'm gonna see if they open the doors. But typically, the grocery side is always open up first, and then if you go to a place that has a lot of people waiting, then generally the first person to get in is the one who will make it to the pallets first, or the toys. So alright, so it looks like someone's already been through these. The first couple cars I see, these are L-case cars. There's the VW Bug. A lot of times when I see cases like this, I don't even bother really looking through them much. This is a new one, Pagani Utopia, Pterodactyl. Maybe I'll go through some of this. Let's see what else they got. You've got your J imports, of course. There's no CRXs, there's only Cosmos and Nissans, some new Matchbox. Mazda 3. Let's see. Just kind of skim through Volvo XC. That's actually a really nice one. I like this Volvo. I like cars that look like real cars. So that's Matchbox does a really good job with some of that. So this might be Harry Potter. You know, I am gonna take one or two of those. So Range Rover, Jaguar I-Pace, Ford Anglia, Nissan Ariya, Silverado. Here, you know what? I'm too excited to see. So here's some more I-Pace, Silverado, Jaguars. Pretty much the same car. This is a nice I-Pace. This electric car. But we'll leave that there. There's more Matchbox up there. Let's see which set this is. That is the, I think it's the Land Cruiser. Yep, the Land Cruiser. All right, let's see. Transporters, look at that. So we got the new and boulevards. Oh wow, there's everything here. Autoworld. Let's see. Nice selection of things. Wow, okay. So you got a new boulevard set just straight hanging here. See some Type R's there, some Porsches. Wow, okay. Let's see which. This one is the Volvo. This is the Benz. Let's see, Nissan. The Chevy Silverado. Wow, good. A lot of good stuff here today. I'll try to make some shorts of that, but I do want to check out what these main lines are. I haven't seen many of them. So alright, so let's see what's in this L case. Groot, let's see, Lane Lowrider, it's a Boom Car, here, Volkswagen Bug, got a Volkswagen ID, Porsche, Shelby, BMW M3, I would definitely take that. Good stuff, Lamborghini, Porsche, the Chrysler Pacifica, this is the Koenigsegg, the Diora, Formula One, Black Mazda RX-7. Wow. Bugatti Bolide. Nissan Skyline. Pagani Utopia. So the Bug. Volkswagen ID, Porsche, Maverick. This one is Koenigsegg, Maverick, Ford Mustang. Here's another Mazda. My friend was looking for one of those. I gave him the only one I had. So, and Silverado, this new one. So let's see, you got your super van, boom car. Oh, this is what I'm looking for, the Tacoma. Love this. So I picked up one. Actually, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Rigid. Rigid makes lighting extremely expensive. Jaguar project. So I'm glad I have found that one. Boom car, another Porsche NSX. L case is actually a really good case. Let's see, Lamborghini. This is the Pterodactyl. Another Groot. I say Groot. It's Groom. A lot of NSXs. Wow. There's like two. I saw like must have been at least like 4 or 5 NSXs here. We got a Utopia, Pterodactyl, Skyline, Ford Mustang. You know, I think I need to get a Volvo. No, that one's a bad card. I like to keep the ones of each, even the non-super, but that's what we got. So I spent about, a little over 20 minutes in in that store, I actually saw they had a dump bin on the side. Of course, it had been gone through last night. And so here's the funny thing. So, you know, I get a lot of hate on my videos regarding pallet rating, and, you know, I hope you don't find anything. You're the reason why I can't find Hot Wheels. But here's the thing. So right now, I didn't find any supers. I didn't find any treasure hunts. And yet, you know, very few people are going to watch this video because it's like, oh, he didn't find anything. What's the point of posting when you didn't find anything? So I go hunting probably about 5 times a week. If you guys put this much effort in, you're gonna find something. It's about consistency. You know, you go every day, same time, see when there's anything new. Anytime they put one new thing out, you'll know because you saw what was there and what wasn't there last night. Oop, almost wrecked. But so that's the thing about hunting. You got to do it consistently. Like, you know, you can't just like, you know, wake up, go to the store at 9 o'clock and be like, oh, look, I found 3 super treasure hunts. It doesn't work that way. If it does, great, good for you. You're the luckiest man alive, and you should, or woman, and you should probably be buying lotto tickets every single day. All right, so as I'm still driving, I'm gonna go to the next Walmart, see if there's anything good. So people are saying, you know, of course everybody's different. There's a lot of good comments, a lot of real comments on there, like how, like, hey, you do the same thing. Like, literally, if you walk up to a pallet and you see a case of mainlines, if there's no one there, I mean, honestly, just open it. If you go and find somebody who doesn't work in that department, they're gonna say, oh no, you can't touch it. Or they're like, oh, I don't know, let me ask. And they go ask somebody else. Think about it this way. You wasted your time, you wasted their time. Same result. Walmart doesn't care. Walmart doesn't care what, as long as somebody buys it. They don't care that you buy 10 and your buddy buys 10 or one person buys 20. They don't care. Like, that's the truth. Like, you know, it's about sales. Regardless, when they sell you a super treasure hunt and they sell you a regular mainline, they make the same amount of money. They don't care who it goes to. So if you're worried about, you know, oh, you know, they said I can't do it, or I mean, fine. If they say you can't do it, don't do it, because that's how you get kicked out of stores. Do you see me kicked out of any stores? No. So I was thinking about titling this video, "How to Find a Super Treasure Hunt." Literally, hey, I may not find one today. I probably won't. Look, this is usually I find cases and pallets at night. So, you know, I was busy last night. You know, got a family, have a job, have kids. So, you know, I can't go out hunting all the time. So, you know, when I do, I like to go when they're asleep because I'm not missing any time with them. So, you know, whether I find a super treasure hunt or not, I just kind of want to get my message across. Like, there's no rules to hunting. Like, you know, if you have a hookup, which, you know, like, they'll say, like, people are like, oh, they'll call them when cases come, and then great, good for you. You know, once you go to a place, you find that if you can't find anything new there, don't go there anymore. To cry about it and call corporate and say, oh, you know, somebody else is getting all the good cars. I'm like, hey, you actually want the good cars too. So, and you know, remember, good's a relative term. Like, when you're collecting, really collect what you want to collect. Because if you're wanting what everybody else has or everybody else finds, you're not going to be happy. So, a couple years ago, I just kind of went to the store, saw what I liked, grabbed it, brought it home, and hey, I was happy. I was a lot happier then. Then I found out about all these, you know, treasure hunts, super treasure hunts, chase pieces. And then you know, I look online every single day, check, you know, I check Facebook, check eBay, check Mercari, just to see what's out there, see, you know, what's new. And it makes me a lot, like, you know, it's after the chase, you're after the hunt. There's a thrill in finding it, but that thrill is very, you know, very short-lived. You know, you find a super treasure hunt, you're like, oh, this is so exciting for those 10 seconds. Then after that, it goes on to the shelf, on to the next. It never ends. So really collect what you like, because you'll be a lot happier that way. And then there won't be so much anger as far as like, oh, well, this is the reason why I'm not getting stuff. Like, no, you're the reason why you're not getting stuff, because you're not out there hunting. You're literally sitting at home and watching other people hunt, which is, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's great. I appreciate that. Honestly, I do. But just to be so angry about it, like, that's why you're not finding super treasure hunts, because you're not out hunting. So I really wonder how this video is going to do, because, you know, I can just see by the analytics that a lot of times, like, let's just say I post a 10-minute video, you really only scroll through 2 minutes just to see, you know, what I found, move on. You know, this isn't so much about, you know, what I found today. It's more so the mentality behind hunting and why I do this. You know, there's a thrill to it, you know, and in that thrill, of course, like I mentioned, you know, you find a super treasure hunt, you're excited for about 2 minutes, and then you put it on the shelf, on to the next. It never ends. There's no end point. So really collect what you like. So I'm kind of curious how this video is going to do, because most of the videos that get a lot of views are just, unboxings, cases. You see sealed cases. I like to show you what I see because, I'm not, bringing these supers with me or planting them, or like if I don't find anything, like, oh look, I found this, this KK super in an L case. Hey, of course, that stuff happens. I mean, quality control, huge. There's always a problem with that. But I just want to show you what I see because I'm always out looking for Hot Wheels. Like I said, I go hunting probably about 5 days a week. Drop off the kids at school. I try to only hunt when they're not available because I don't want to miss that time with them. These cars, you can always buy these cars. You can always find them later. But you can't take back time. That's the most important thing. That's what you guys got to learn. As far as that's my point of view. Everybody's gonna, and anybody who sees the video, they'll be like, "Oh, you're a scalper." I actually don't. I don't sell these cars. I kind of hoard some of them, but I have way more than I need. But it's just because someone sees it first doesn't mean they're buying them all to scalp. That's actually my next interesting point. So people will say, I like to say the term people. Like, you can't generalize. Generalizing is bad. But others will say that you're either a collector or a scalper, and they kind of lump in between the I buy more than I need to trade. But isn't it the same exact thing? Like, let's just say you buy 10 of one car, you sell 8 of them, and then you buy something else you want. Okay, so you're officially a scalper because you picked them up and you sold them for more. You're a scalper. That term is also kind of reseller, but on the same point, like, okay, you're a scalper. Well, the true collector, only gets 2. He gets one to open and one to open and one keep sealed, or maybe one for his buddy. Let's just say that. And then the in-betweener is I collect more. I get all the good ones and then I trade them, but I'm not a scalper. It's the same thing. It's the end result with no with no exchange of money in between. So you sell it and you buy what you want, which is a lot easier, I'll tell you that, because when you trade on Facebook, it's just a big pain in the butt. Everybody wants, everyone wants, oh, this is what this is valued at, this is what this is valued at, but like literally, you guys all bought it for the same. You'll get the endless argument of, oh, a super treasure hunt is worth so much more. I'm like, literally, it's a mainline that costs $1. So if you could, and it's like, oh, you could trade a whole set of premiums, so that's $35 retail for one super treasure hunt. Oh, it's never worth the same because this super treasure hunt goes for $40, whereas this is $35 you bought. Like, these are all like, I mean, this it's all a point of view. It's whatever makes you happy. But you know what? It's at the end of the day, it's pretty much all the same. And I'm not saying that I don't like the term scalper, and I'm actually not. Like, if any of you guys know me, I really don't go to many shows. I don't sell anything on eBay. I don't sell. I mean, Facebook. I'll trade. I do trade the chase pieces. They're a lot easier to trade. Plus, I've honestly never left a super behind that I've seen. I'm sure there's some I've missed, but I've never left one behind. But so I really hate the term. Like, I know local people in the area that will buy every single casting, take it to show, and just sell them. And it's like, that to me, that you're, or even if you sell them online, like you're buying a $1 car, you're charging someone else $6 to ship it, plus you upcharge them $2, so you really only made $2, and then you're costing them for a $1 car, it's costing them $8. Like, that, honestly, that just doesn't make sense. That's not a good use of resources, or even, it's honestly not even worth the time. All right, guys, approaching my second Walmart of the morning. It's about 6:40, so we'll see if there's anything good here. All right, guys, as we round the corner, let's take a look and see if we have anything here. Let's see here. Some boulevards. These are just the older boulevards that came. Okay, so there's Exotic Envy, M2s. Here's Car Culture. Someone put them in the wrong spot, but that was nice of them to put them up. Let's see if there's any. Of course, there's no Supra. Oh, there is a Supra, actually. There you go. That's the first one gone. What are they missing? They're missing both Alfa Romeos. I think there's been a lot of chases lately in these. Let's see. that's about it. Alright guys, this is actually what I bought at Walmart. This is a Nerf Hyper Gun. I don't know if you're familiar, but they kind of make like 3 lines. I don't know if that's completely inclusive of everything, but basically you have your basic dart, you have your Hyper, and you got your rival balls. The Hyper ones are, you know, of course the fastest. They're these small little yellow ones. The rival balls either come like yellow or red. They say they're the most accurate. They're actually a lot of fun. My older son loves Nerf guns. You know, if you guys want to see about Nerf guns, you know, just, you know, let me know, shoot me a, you know, comment on my video, say, hey, I want to see if Nerf guns. So I'll show you some of the Nerf guns that we have. And I think he's got way too many. But anyways, so this was $7. Its normal price is $21. So, you know, I couldn't pass it up. We actually already have 2 of them. So, like, you know, being a little hoarder myself, I'm like, hey, we can always have more guns for more people to play. Alright guys, it is almost 7 o'clock. I'm going to do one more Walmart before I head home, you know, get the kids, start their day. Actually, I have to go to work today, so, you know what, I can't hunt all day. But, you know, if you get anything from this video, you know, I want it to be, hey, others aren't the reason you're not getting super treasure hunts. That's basically my point. If you want super treasure hunts, and you know you hate on people who go to pallets, I've even heard comments of, oh well, I don't wait in the morning, first thing in the morning. I'm like, okay, well, there's nothing wrong with waiting in the morning. There's no rules to hunting that say you can't wait when they open and check and see what they have, or go before they close. So this is what I found personally. A lot of Walmarts will start stocking after 9/10. You know, a lot of times they have people come in at 10 o'clock and they stock. So then they'll bring the pallets out. So after 9 is a good time to go. If they're stocking at night, and of course the stores close, you know, best time to go is 6 a.m. as well. Those are basically the best times to go. You know, first thing in the morning or evening at night. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, all right guys, last Walmart of the morning. So this is my 3rd one. And it's right after 7 o'clock. So hey, I'm gonna title this "How to Find a Super Treasure Hunt." I may not have found a super treasure hunt this video, and people will probably scroll through, hear all the talking, like, oh, garbage, garbage, garbage. Oh, no supers, move on to the next. So we'll see. I mean, you know, hopefully you like this video. You know, I want you to like and subscribe. You know, I appreciate the comments. I always leave comments unfiltered, so I wanted to see what your thoughts are. Thanks, guys. Alright, so fortunately we did land upon some pallets. Maybe there's some Hot Wheels on here. Not sure what HMX are. So they are stocking something. Let's see here. Look like someone's really did a number on all this. A lot of transporters, some car culture, no chases in there, things like that. We've got some moving parts as well, Jada. Alright guys, I did find 2 Matchbox pallets. I wonder which cars these are. Sometimes they make all these like special ones. I just want to see the regular ones with the possibility of chases, but we'll take a look. Sound might get muted because of the music they're playing so loud. Alright guys, that's a wrap for the morning. So basically, how to find a super treasure hunt. And what you do is you go looking for it. So I didn't find any this morning, which that's okay. You know, hopefully you guys like my video, hopefully you like subscribe. Hopefully it changes some viewpoints on how to hunt, where to hunt, and what's okay in hunting. So, you know, all those who say this isn't hunting, well, hey, I went out today, saw some pallets, and didn't find any super treasure hunts, but that's okay. Had a good time, and now I'm ready to start my day. These are actually the moving parts. So you got your Harry Potter, Land Rover, Jaguar, and Nissan.